Hey guys, how's it going? My name is Jason Sari. I'm a financial advisor with the Premier Client Group. On the side, I run this YouTube page and a Facebook group called Financial Education for Retirement, just to help foster financial education in anybody I can reach. But let's get into the video today on when is the best time to do a Roth conversion. Just as a quick disclosure, everything you see in this video should not be taken as advice and is only for educational purposes. Before acting on any information you see or hear in this video, please contact a tax, legal, or investment representative. Before knowing when the best time to convert to a Roth is, you need to know the difference between a Roth and a traditional type of retirement account. Now, a traditional type of retirement account, you put money in pre-tax. You don't get taxed on the way in and you receive a deduction, but at retirement, when you take money out, all of the distributions are taxed. For a Roth, it is post-tax money. You get taxed before you put the money in, but on growth and the money you initially put in, you don't get taxed on any distributions when you take the money out at retirement. As far as tax planning and financial planning goes, these can be very significant differences between these pre-tax and post-tax types of accounts. If you're at retirement and you have a traditional retirement account, that money you see in the account is not what you're going to get. You're going to get taxed, ordinary income tax on all of that money. While with a Roth, if you see $1 million, that's what you're going to get. So you need to make sure that you're as tax efficient as possible when you are younger and contributing to these accounts, because in retirement it will really take a toll on the amount of income that you are going to receive. Now, an easy way to figure out what type of account it makes more sense for you to contribute to while you're younger or while you're working or whatever age you're at is a calculation of what your income is now and a calculation of what your income will be at retirement or your predicted income. If you are in a lower tax bracket now, making less income than you would be at retirement when you're in a higher tax bracket, it makes sense to get taxed at that lower tax bracket you are in currently and contribute to a Roth. Now, if you are in a higher tax bracket now than you will be at retirement, then it makes sense to take the deduction, put money into a traditional account, and then when you are at a lower tax bracket in retirement, you can take the money out at that lower tax rate, therefore saving yourself money in the long run. The strategy of a Roth conversion comes into play when you've contributed to a traditional retirement account for however long in your life. You have a balance in there that you're a little worried about because it's going to get taxed when you take the money out. So some people try to get taxed and convert that money to a Roth over time or maybe specific years to try to help them gain access to those tax-free distributions that the Roth has in retirement. Even though a Roth conversion is a great strategy, you have to be careful because it doesn't make sense for everybody. When you convert from a traditional to a Roth retirement account, it increases your tax liability for the year and can even increase your tax bracket. So you have to be very careful about what years or how much income you have when you are going to attempt to convert from a traditional to a Roth account. Now, a very common time to use this type of strategy, the Roth conversion strategy, is immediately when you begin retirement. You might not have turned on Social Security, you might not have a pension, you no longer have income from work, and you might not yet have started drawing down from traditional retirement accounts. So maybe you're just living off your savings and you have almost no income. That puts you in a very low tax bracket. Now later on, when you do have a pension, Social Security, or drawing from retirement accounts, you're going to be in a higher tax bracket than you are now. So the same concept as before, how I was talking about, if you're going to be in a lower tax bracket now compared to what you will be at retirement, is when you take that money and you put it into the Roth. You convert little bits to the Roth to keep you in a low tax bracket, but still have that advantageous amount to where you get that tax-free growth and you get to take that money out tax-free later on. Now, although this is a good strategy to ask your financial advisor about, it also is a strategy that you should run by your accountant because it is very important, like I was saying, what year you convert in. You don't want to create a huge tax liability for yourself if it is unnecessary because it's going to hurt you in the long run. Even if it's going to create that tax-free withdrawals later on, sometimes if you convert too much, you're just going to completely crush yourself out in tax, and it's just going to hurt you as far as your income goes and your potential for growth goes in your retirement accounts. Well, guys, I hope this video helped you understand a little bit more the concept of the Roth conversion itself and whether or not it makes sense for you. Definitely talk to your CPA or financial advisor or both before doing this type of strategy just to make sure it is advantageous for you and it's not costing you money in the long run. But definitely check out the Facebook group, guys, Financial Education for Retirement. There's CFPs in there willing to answer questions at any time of the day. It can be super advantageous, just any questions about personal financial planning whatsoever. But hope you enjoyed the video. Definitely check out the rest of the videos on the channel and have a great rest of your day.